In this modeling tutorial, I will show you how to combine soft organic shapes with mechanical elements using sub-D. Let's go. Okay guys, so let's get started. We're gonna drop a cylinder here. Now this is not going to be for beginners. This tute's gonna be a little bit faster, and I'm gonna be using add-ons. So if you are a beginner, just go ahead and watch our free course called Jumpstart Hard Surface for Blender, which is linked in the video description. This will teach you how to use, basic tools in Blender, how to model hard surface, how to learn all the UI, rendering, all the tricks, etc. Just a few hours. It's a really simple and a very powerful course. So I suggest you grab it. The link is in the video description. And like I said, the course is free. So now with this cylinder, what we're gonna do, we're gonna use the Reprimitive add-on, Ctrl-Alt-A, and we're gonna change this to 12 segments. I want to have something really low poly, since I'm gonna be changing the shape quite dramatically. Now, when you have a shape that you want to reshape into something that's really very curvy and has subtle curves, you want to work with massive polygons. The bigger the better, because it's going to be easier to create a kind of like a smooth curvature. Okay, if this cylinder was let's say 40 verts, it's going to be a lot of geo to move, and it's going to be very difficult to do that. Okay, so the bigger polygons here, the better. That's the trick. So let's subdivide it here with 4 segments. We're going to apply scale, and now here in the bottom, what we can do is we can actually, let's make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so S, Y, something like this, and let's introduce maybe 5 edges. Let me see, there we go, that's better. And scale, cool. So we're gonna remove these. So let's just grab a B here and snatch these, and we could remove vertices actually. Remove vertices. So we're gonna have this big opening here. Alt X to the other side. And now we're gonna try to sort of, transform it into a cylinder here in the bottom, right? So we're gonna grab all these verts here, and we're gonna extrude them like this and pull them down and scale them. And I'm gonna change them to a circle with loop tools, okay? Just like this, all right? And then we're gonna rotate them on Z-axis to match here like this, right? And we're gonna extrude it down. Now we're gonna create another loop here like this, and we're going to scale it in, move this one down, and scale it out. In fact, what I'm gonna do is move this one here, create another loop here like this. That's gonna be kind of following this curvature here a little bit more, scale it down a little bit to sort of flatten it a little bit, scale it in like that, remove this one, so edges, and scale this one in. I'm gonna create another loop here, scale it a little bit more, so you're gonna get this nice curvature here going in, and I think this will do. So Ctrl 2 and we PG. So now here on 2 sides, we're going to run Ctrl B, then we're gonna press P, then press A to adjust it. You want really narrow bevel there, because we are creating mechanical shape, okay? So we want really narrow bevel. Shade smooth, and let's see how we're looking. Now we're looking pretty good, but we want this to be a bit more bulging in this area, okay? So what we're gonna do, if we're gonna use actually an add-on, which is called Mira Tools, and you can get it on GitHub, okay? It's free. So we're gonna go to Mira Tools, select these verts here, go to the bottom view, go to C stretch, click here on curve stretch, and select 3 verts and click your mouse. What the fuck is going on? Hang on, something is fucked up. Hang on, something is messed up. Let's remove the subdivision. I think that's what's fucking it up. So one more time. Select that, curve stretch, boom, there we go. And we're going to push this outside a bit like that, okay? And actually, we're going to select these and curve stretch that just outside here like this, okay? And then we're gonna grab this one here and curve stretch, boom, and move it outside here as well. And then move these on X-axis and Alt X, okay? PG, now we have double verts and double edges here. We're gonna dissolve that. me see that. Let's just merge them together. Shift 1. And then Alt X to the other side. Good. So now let's see how this looks. We're gonna remove this edge here in the middle because we don't need it. And I think we're good. Let me see here. Let's see that with subdivision again. So press 3 to clean it. Oh, we got this nasty edge here in the middle. I don't know why. I think there's some double edge here. Let's just dissolve it, not this one. This one. Just remove the edge. And let's fill it up with 4. So, just to make sure that what the hell is going on here. There we go. Clean it up. And let's just fix it with 4. Okay. And we're going to run this edge here like this. A bit fiddly, but you know, we arrived, yeah. Just connect it. It's 3 to clean it. There you go. And Alt X to the side. I think we're good now. Cool. So we got a bit more bulging result here. We could actually push it a bit more, I think. So a bit more, yeah. So let's push it a bit more here. So C stretch, push it a bit more like this, to grab these and push it a bit more. And here too. We could actually bulge it a bit more here as well. C stretch and boom, right? So it's gonna go outside here and then in. And this one should also be kind of sticking out here. So C stretch, boom, right? Alt X to the side. You see now you're talking, that's much better here. Yeah, that's what I want to see. Cool. This one is a little bit sort of like pushed in, if you know what I mean. So we could just move it outside a little bit this way on x-axis. Copy to the other side. Copy to that side, and I think it's going to be a little bit better. Again, remove these edges in the middle because we don't need them. And I think we are good. Let me see that. Yeah, and this would be our basic shape. So let's just, you know, grab a matte cap here and see how we're looking. Yeah, we're looking pretty clean. We're looking pretty clean. So we have a nice transition. And the rest of this tute's going to be quite easy, guys, because, you know, all we're going to do is just add some mechanical bits. Yeah, so when you do that, just save. And make sure you're not working with auto smooth, you know, disable it if you are. There's a disaster in here, so what we're gonna do is simply do that and remove this edge here. Grab this one and bevel this one more time. Alt X to the other side. And we cooking with fire. Here at the bottom, everything is good. Awesome. Now for the elements here on the side, we're gonna need more dense geos. So what we're gonna do is we're going to curve extract this. We're going to remove the subdivision and we're gonna go with Control Plus and let me see that. Let me just remove this. Can I actually dissolve this? No, I can't. Okay, so let me just extrude that. So grab this edge here, E, Y, extrude it, press F, and then I can dissolve this edge. Okay, dissolve. And I got this cylinder, so what I can do now is I can actually press Control Alt A. I can change it to, let's say, 32 segments, and I'm gonna move this in here, right? And let's just scale this a little bit and Control 2. Let's see what's gonna happen if we're going to subdivide it and smooth it, right? We want this to perfectly fit here like this, nice and snugly. Okay, cool. So now with this done, maybe this one's a little bit too thick, so GY, move it in here. We're going to insert this here, insert it one more time, and now we're going to create a pattern in here. So let's just nuke the subdivision for a moment. Let's grab this point here, and this loop is a little bit too far away. So what we want here is quads, yeah? So we want quads here like this, okay? And we want to have a circle here in the middle. So let's go with circle and scale it down, scroll down, and somewhere in the middle, and this should be much smaller than this. So let me see, let's scale this down to something like this and connect it here. It's a flat surface, so it doesn't really matter. If it was on a curved surface, this wouldn't work. We're gonna be creating holes in the curved surface in a minute, so you'll see the difference. Insert it a little bit. I'm gonna extrude it out like this, okay? And then insert it one more time, and then extrude it in, and insert it, and now we need to add some control loops. So control loops here, and scale it. We need one more control loop in the middle, and a few here, and a few outside, okay? And there we go. And this, when subdivided, should give us really, really clean results like this, all right? Awesome. So now what we're gonna do, let's just nuke that. We're gonna select just a bit here. So we're gonna select just this piece. So hang on a second, let me just remove this face because we don't need it. We don't need this face here either. Perfect, and then we're going to nuke these here, okay? So nuke this, and nuke this one. Select this, press L, remove it, and then what we're gonna do is we're going to rotate it or array this around the cursor here. So Q, go to Mesh Tools, Control click on the radial array, scroll up. If your axis isn't aligned, just press X until it is aligned. Scroll up until you merge it. Now, important thing what you need to do is go to radial array and click on merge to remove these lines. This one's gonna be removed after you're gonna apply it. So go here and Q, operations, multiply, and then go to edit mode, press 3 to clean it, and everything is peachy. Then we're going to add a face in the back. So face, insert it just a little bit to create this kind of a, really shallow bevel. Insert twice in here. We don't really need this face inside, but let's keep it. Here press F and insert it. So I to insert it, and Control 2, and we're gonna really clean subdivision. Boom, so that's an element. Then we're gonna mirror to the other side, and we peachy. Now let's save this, and now we're gonna create an element here in the bottom. Now this one's gonna be piss easy. We got some problem here too, so let's redo this one more time like this. Press I one more time. We can actually insert it or extrude it. Insert it once, twice. You want to insert twice if you don't want to, requalify this this area. Okay, it's gonna hold. That's good enough. And then what we can do is we can grab this ring here. Control click on curve extract, press F and scale it just a little bit, extrude it down, and let me see that, remove the subdivision, and we have how many segments? 22. Let's go with 32, which is going to change the rotation for some reason. Let me just apply all transformations and move the origin to geo, and then try this again. So Control Alt A and 32, that's better, and this fits almost perfectly, right? Just drop it down a little bit, and let's just secure it from both sides like this, and we're going to introduce kind of a groove in here with Alt Q and macro. Boom, and then select all the edges here, right, and just bevel them. Okay, Control 2 and shoot smooth and peachy. Then we need to connect them, so GZ, move it up and just slightly make it larger, so it kind of fits perfectly here with this element, okay? Boom. So I got that on the bottom. Awesome. And now we need something here as well. So let's just, you know, extrude it here, insert it one more time, and then we're gonna add this bevel here to create a really narrow, this kind of like a sharp chamfer. All right, so for this cylinder here, we need a really dense geometry. So what I'm gonna go with a cylinder at 64, okay? So you need to fit the geometry, size of geometry to the size of a detail, okay? And the detail is gonna be really small, okay? So we need to kind of, you know, go with the flow. So here, let's just add more segments. So we're gonna have this nice subdivision, and let's just go to the other side. Run additional loop here just in case. And we're gonna have 2 holes in here, so Q and circle, and we're gonna go to new method and 8, and I think this is perfect. So let's connect these. All right, and then we're gonna grab these, and we're going to insert them, extrude them deep, insert them one more time. There we go. And we want to run loops here, notice, and subdivide it. Hopefully it's going to look really clean. There you go. So now let's nuke these faces, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 64 is a multiplication of 4, so 16, right? So should work pretty nice. L faces. Number 4 is a kind of a magical number for sub D for most things. Radial array, scroll up till you merge them like this. Q, operations multiply. 3 to clean whatever the hell is left over there. Remove this edge here. Select these 2 and run a really tight chamfer here. I mean bevel. Insert it closely here, and one more time like this. Boom, and then we're gonna run a chamfer here like this, and we need to run a bevel on these. So Control 2. Nice. That is cool. Shade smooth. Okay, how we looking? Now we're looking sexy as fuck. That's how we're looking. Okay, cool. And what we could do is we could run like a really tiny, you know, sort of edge in here. I will need to drop the subdivision first because it's going to really cause some problems. Insert it. I mean extrude it, insert it, and then I'm gonna run 2 bevels here, really tiny ones. Notice, right? And then go back to subdividing it. Control 2 should do. You got this really sick mechanical, you know, feature. Just mirror this to the other side, and we're good to go. And in the middle, we could just, you know, put another thing, just an element. So cylinder, I don't need that many anymore. 32 will do. Then we could just rotate it, scale it, move it here, and I'm gonna just create like a kind of like a tube in here or something. So let's just snatch both of these, and we're gonna insert them like this, and we're gonna remove the faces, grab these 2, press 2 to merge them, and then we're going to select all these edges, create a really tight chamfer, and Control 2 and shade smooth, and you're done. And we got this, and we're looking pretty peachy, right? Awesome. Now we need some ground plane. We're gonna apply scale. Let's go to rendered view and save. Now we're gonna put some mats on it. I'm gonna be of course using matte from our add-on, which is called Materialworks. You can get it on our website, link in the video description by the way. Go to plastic and shiny plastic, that's gonna look sick as fuck. Go to metals, and these should be, I think, aluminium, but yeah, this will do actually, kind of look cool. This could be the same ones, so come on, let's just copy them. This one should be the same, so copy that, awesome. And this could be something like that, or like this, whatever, and then we can slap some decal on top of this, you know, something like, I don't know, what is it, Koga Robotics, adjust, and make sure it's in the middle. Could make it really big. This is a curvy surface, so we might want to do is you might want to subdivide this. Okay, so subdivide it in here in the quads, select everything, then subdivide, shift R a few times. It's going to project a bit better, like this. And if you want to change the color, which I don't think we should in this case, but we can go here. Now the 4.0 has different setup here. They fucked up the menu again. I don't know what the fuck they're doing, man. They're changing shit all the time. I think they just bought or something. So here what you need to do is go here and disconnect in order to change the color of the decal. Okay, so you could make it a bit darker, but I think the kind of a silverish looks pretty dope. So what we could do is just borrow the color here, boom, right there you go. That looks sexy as fuck. And then we're gonna put the camera so you can see what kind of settings I had. I was going with 85, so we're gonna have a little bit of kind of perspective, not too much, but just a little bit, and you know, just position it in here like this. Bring this background to be higher. Unlock camera from view. Make this plane larger, and Bob Janko. Alright guys, well this is it for this one. Thanks for watching. Like I said, if you want to learn more about hard surface modeling in Blender, go ahead and grab our free course. It's fantastic. We had over 80,000 students going through that course and they absolutely love it. It's a brilliant course. It's gonna give you all the basics you need, the foundations for hard surface modeling, so you can create shit like this with ease. And you know, you should be good to go in a few hours and have a better understanding, so like a solid grasp on hard surface, yeah? And from there you can just keep learning and getting better, okay? Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.